Kia ora, Daniel. Just coming up to 10 to 7 on breakfast, there could finally be some good news for people looking to buy a home in Auckland. The latest house value data has just been released and it shows a slight slowdown in growth. Andrea from QV is here with us now. We're going to go all around the country, but let's start off in our biggest city this morning. And before we get too excited, house prices in Tamaki Makaurau are still at a record high, right?
Yeah, that's right, absolutely. The average value is still over $1 million and they have gone up 12.8% since January last year, but quarterly growth has slowed to 0.2% across the region, and values have actually dropped in the North Shore City over the last 3 months, Waitakere City, Manukau City, and also some of the Auckland's central southern suburbs.
So how have those lending restrictions affected the Auckland market?
Well, it's definitely slowed activity since November. Big drop in activity in Auckland and also Hamilton, which is also now dropping over the past 3 months, even though it's up over 18% year on year.
Okay, so is it any easier for first-time home buyers in Auckland to get a house?
Well, interestingly, the latest CoreLogic buyer classification data shows, coming in from the last quarter of 2016, shows that the share of sales to investors in Auckland is 42%, which is just down from 43%. So it hasn't really made it much easier for first home buyers. They're still around 21% of all sales. Because, of course, getting into that first home in Auckland with an entry level of, I don't know, 800,000 is really tough.
Yeah.
But interestingly, around the country, it has made it a lot easier for first home buyers.
Yeah, I want to quickly run through some of the other regions. So we've seen a 0.2% quarterly growth in Auckland. How does that compare with some of the other parts of the country?
Well, Wellington is still really strong, so is Dunedin. Hamilton and Christchurch have dropped back along with Auckland, and Tauranga is still pretty strong. So a mixed picture.
Okay. We've seen some significant growth in those areas, maybe an hour or two outside of some of those most expensive housing markets. I thought it was interesting to see the growth in the Mackenzie country.
Yes, off the back of strong growth in the Queenstown Lakes district, up more than 30% year on year and over $1 million average value there now, and also Wanaka. What you're starting to see is that places like Tekapo, Twizel and the Mackenzie district are up 27% year on year.
That's really significant.
Yeah, as people look for sort of a lakefront property that's more affordable outside, and tourists travelling through as well, big numbers going through those areas and seeing how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
So a lot of foreign investment in the South Island too.
Okay, Andrea, thank you very much for your time. We'll put all of those numbers on onenewsnow.co.nz.
It's 8 minutes to 7.